Well, Happy New Year and welcome to Tarot to a T. Today we're going to do a mid-January 2023 reading for the sign of Cancer. If this is the first time to my channel, welcome Cancer. And if you are returning, welcome back Cancer. Thank you very much for your support. And I'm going to go ahead and open up a general inquiry. What message does Cancer need to hear for mid-January 2023. Looks like we got something happening here. And while I'm pulling out the cards here, I did want to mention I have a Buy Me a Coffee site set up. If you would like to make a donation, if you're feeling generous, you can find that in the bottom of my description box. You just copy and paste that into your browser and it'll take you right to that page if you just like to support me by buying me a coffee or tea. I actually don't drink coffee, I drink tea. No surprise, huh? Anyway, just thought I'd mention that. I've already had a couple people donate, so I'm trying to get into the habit of mentioning it. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this. 6 diamonds, you're off to a strong start with this. Options and opportunities coming your way to take financial responsibility. Hallelujah. Okay, we definitely have to pull some more cards to see what this is about, but the kind of financial responsibility this refers to is paying off debts, just kind of getting yourself in a better place, a better or a healthy financial place, so that you're when those unexpected things come along, it's not a big problem, right? You're not stressing out covering things like that. Maybe even replacing an old car, making repairs, that kind of thing. 8 of Clubs. So this talks about making some kind of decision and being simultaneously kind of being stuck on an idea or an outcome. That could be the source of your indecisiveness with this. I'm not sure what it's pertaining to. Maybe you are being presented with options and opportunities, and that's what you're deciding to do. Like, what should you focus on? What should you put your energy into? Wow. You just did complete a cycle here, though, that ended in some kind of prosperity. This does talk about material prosperity, finances, again, tremendous success. Now, if it's not a sum of money we're talking about, it could be abundance in general. Again, some kind of success that you've attained here. It's also wrapped up a chapter in your life. So, I'm kind of getting the sense, because with the 6 of Diamonds, you're looking at a lot of options, right? And with this, you're looking at having resources available to take advantage of those options. And 8 of Clubs, like I just mentioned, is about making a decision. You could be in a very, very nice financial situation at the moment for some reason, and you're trying to figure out how to invest it. Or most of us need to, do some house cleaning in our finances. So maybe it's a matter of, like, what credit card do you pay off first? Do you want to pay off your car? Or do you want to make extra payments on your home? Or maybe you want to, let's say, upgrade. I'm hearing upgrade. Like, upgrade your living situation, whether it's going into a bigger apartment, a better apartment, a townhome, or maybe purchasing a larger home or a home that's newer that would suit your needs better. Could be something like that. 3 of Spades. You are worried about it, though. It's causing a significant amount of stress, Cancer. I think you're stressing over money. I think you had I'm sorry, I think you had a reading a few months ago. If you'd like to check your playlist on my channel, I can't direct you what month it was. I think you had, again, finances were stressing you out. And it was about how to use it. It wasn't like it's not like you don't have money. This isn't what this is either. It's like you're afraid of making the wrong decision. Maybe you're afraid of overspending. Maybe you're afraid of putting it in the wrong place. It's that kind of stress, but that's what the 3 talks about. It's like you kind of got your stomach in knots over this. But I think that can be your deposition. Your constitution generally is kind of this, I want to say worrywart energy, but the Cancers I've known can kind of go over the top about being in this angst, being just too torn between things, right? And I think finances tend to do that to you. Let's see what else we can pull out. Tell me more information about Cancer situation from mid-January. Well, something that completed here, and I do think it has a tie to this prosperity chapter, something that resulted in some wealth, increase in finances, a completion here that fulfilled you on a deep level. This is wish fulfillment, deep satisfaction. I'm not sure what this is pertaining to, though. It's not really telling me that. We just had this flip out. This is water energy. This could actually be you, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. The King of Hearts is kind of that gentle fatherly figure that has that firm control and guidance, though. If this is not someone around you, you could feel like you're kind of the king of your world right now. Maybe the finances really have upped the game for you, that you have some kind of financial power that you never had before. I'm kind of getting that. Even though you have this worry and this indecision, those are things perhaps that you're not showing to the world. But you're feeling like you have some prestige. You're like on a different social level. Money can certainly do that, put us in a different social class. Not that you are going to change your lifestyle drastically. It's just like, unfortunately, people tend to look at us different when we have, substantial wealth. If this is somebody around you, though, you could have somebody who's trying to guide you in the right direction. Again, it could be another water sign. Kind of seeing that as embodying you, though. That's so Cancer energy. That King of Hearts. Let's see what else I can pull out for Cancer for their mid-January 2023 reading. What else can we talk about in this reading for Cancer? The Queen of Diamonds. I see this as Taurus energy, but it could be any earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, you kind of have some energy of control and power. It's just less dominant than a king. And it definitely has to do more with financial matters, material matters in general. For some reason, I always associate this with Taurus, but just off the top of my head, I can just tell you the Tauruses that I've known have been very good with money and finances. They tend not to overspend. They're very practical, almost to the point of being frugal. I mean, they can spend it if they choose, but I think usually they choose not to. Again, this could be somebody around you, or you could have Taurus in your chart. It could be kind of the stance that you're trying to take now that you have wealth. And look, that literally just dropped on the table as I was shuffling. The Jack of Diamonds is about inexperience. Again, it's earth sign energy, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But I see Jacks as being younger, less experienced, almost an element of immaturity in that sense that they are completely, clueless when it comes to, in this case, finances again. Diamonds is basically pentacles. It's very much associated with that. I actually see that as your energy as well. I can't imagine that you're embodying all three of these. But maybe you are. Maybe you are. Maybe there's a mix of you feeling really emotionally in control with the water energy, but as far as the finances go, you feel like you got some power and prestige, but you're feeling very like this is not what you're used to. So you are feeling kind of awkward. Like, it's something you have to get. It's a feeling you're gonna have to kind of grow into because it's so very new to you. 3 of clubs. Yes, there's some fight and struggle here. So if you notice, you have all this pretty positive energy in between, and honestly, it's a lot about pentacles, it's a lot about finances, abundance, and you have that 3 of spades down here, and you have the 3 of clubs here. Well, both of these puppies talk about struggle and fight, and the 3 of spades is more about the emotional aspect of it. It's the worry, it's the stress, whereas this is some kind of struggle going on. I think, like I said, I don't remember exactly that past reading, but I think you were in this similar situation towards the end of 2022. I'm going to say more like November, where you had some kind of financial gain. Maybe it was the end of a relationship. For some reason, I keep thinking that. And so there was a settlement. Things got divvied up, and you ended up with finances that you weren't used to having at your disposal, and you were feeling very uncomfortable with it. I'm pretty sure that was your sign. If you want to check out your playlist, it'll pop up in the right-hand corner at the end of this video. That might be the easiest way to find that if you're interested. I'm going to go ahead and look at cards of advice. I don't see much going on down here, except I see a person, again, who completed something that was very fulfilling, obviously on one level, and brought a lot of wealth, abundance, but you're in this state of, I want to say confusion, but it's for something is pulling at you like in 2 different directions. Like maybe you're having moral issues. Maybe this just occurred to me. I've heard of people having issues when money comes into their lap. Okay, it's a general scenario I'm talking about. Sometimes they have moral issues around that because a part of them feels like having more money than your friends, for example, there's some guilt associated with that. Not that the money itself is bad, and not that you did anything bad, but there's like guilt. Because now you are on a different, again, socioeconomic level. And I don't know, it kind of puts up walls and barriers between people, and not that they're real. I think it's things that we have stuck in our minds and our, it's our upbringing and how we've been shaped over our life to regard money and wealth. I sense that's kind of what this is. So I'm going to go ahead and open up advice here. 7 of Hearts. Something broke your heart here, though. Somebody, more than likely. I don't think the money broke your heart. I think, I don't know, this could be unrelated to what transpired down here. I mean, again, if you came out of a relationship, this would actually fit. It's about being disappointed, somebody not coming through, not carrying out promises, disappointment and loss, and it's more of an internal experience. The Black and White Joker, things are very much up in the air and unsettled, and this is also the Fool energy in traditional tarot. So I like to look at the Fool energy as it stands as a reminder that we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know what's around the corner. You don't see what's coming. You don't know how this is all going to play out. That's the overall sense I'm getting here. Okay, you just don't know how it's going to play out. Could be a message from the universe saying, hold on, don't put any assumptions in there how you think things are going to go. You know what I mean? because I don't know, it's just not a good idea to try to project into the future what's going to occur. We should just kind of leave it up to letting the chips fall as they may. That kind of advice. The Five of Hearts, Ace of Hearts. So this did involve a separation of sorts. Now it doesn't have to be romantic, but it could very well be. It could also be separation from a work situation. That's what the Five of Hearts indicates, some kind of change. If it hasn't occurred already, you're being advised that needs to happen. And you need to embark on this new start with the Ace of Hearts. The Ace of Hearts also talks about following what you truly desire. Following your heart, literally. And that can mean in any area of your life, not just romantically. Also career-wise. Maybe personal interests like hobbies, something you've always wanted to do, maybe take up some kind of art or music. Could be something like that. But the Five of Hearts is that physical separation card. Now sometimes I will talk about the Five of Hearts is not always as a result of the end of a relationship. It could be somebody, for example, going off to college. So they have to move away. Or they're traveling a lot for work. Or military deployment. So I'm not exactly sure. It could be a metaphorical message. It's a symbolic of what needs to happen. It could be that you need to emotionally separate yourself, perhaps from the worry and the guilt that you're experiencing down here, and embark on this new start. Actually, that would fit very, very keenly into the scenario that I was picking up. A separation. Because you don't want to be stuck on this. This is downer energy. This is being let down. This is like being hurt. This is kind of cutting it off. Not abruptly necessarily, but just kind of deciding that you're not gonna stay in that space, and you're gonna start following your heart, whatever that means for you. Six of Hearts. Wow, look at all this water energy. Very watery. A lot of emotion. This is exciting because it means, again, new opportunities and options coming your way. But it means that the road is clear for you to pursue new relationships. So if there was a relationship that ended in the past, again, this could be the result of that down here, all this wealth. Finances, assets. You're not carrying around the baggage, even though I still see hurt here. You're not carrying around the baggage to the extreme that you cannot pursue other relationships, because this is the potential to meet somebody new. You're going to have opportunities like that crop up, especially, and the more I look at the bigger picture here, if you symbolically separate yourself. It doesn't mean ignore your feelings. It just kind of means, again, make a conscious decision that you're going to follow your heart. You're going to go in the direction that you're being pulled. What other cards of advice can you offer Cancer for mid-January 2023? Jack of Hearts. Yes, having your heart open. By the way, anytime these face cards come out with hearts, it could be a water sign, but I actually see them, in this case, being you. And you're being advised to keep your heart open. There's also a degree of vulnerability with this. So despite the hurt with the Seven of Hearts here, I think you're being advised to keep your heart open. You know, don't shut down. Don't be on guard. And push potential relationships away that could be significant. Two of Spades. Final separation. This Two of Spades does come out in relationship contexts of all types, even friendships. Okay, work situations. it's final. It's the complete opposite of harmony and balance. It's complete disconnection. Something is final here. Confirmation that you're done. It's done. Let's say it's the situation itself is done. It's behind you. Yeah, there's some kind of separation or breakup involved in this. It's not being revealed to me, and that's okay. And it's led to a lot of personal growth. If it hasn't already, because again, this is cards of advice, separating yourself with the Five of Hearts and recognizing that this is over puts you on the path to this. Opportunities for personal growth. You're going to level up in some area of your life. Certainly financially, I would bet. Also emotionally. You know, just a little bit of growing up. We all have to grow up at some point. And we grow and grow and grow throughout our lives. So that's a never-ending process, right? So this is a confirmation you're on this path to grow and to go on to the next chapter of your life. I really truly believe that's what this reading is telling us here, Cancer. I am going to end it there. I hope it was helpful. Hope you got some guidance, some advice in there that maybe you hadn't thought of. If you would like to see when the next reading comes out, go ahead and hit subscribe notifications. Also, if you, like I said, if you're feeling generous, you want to make a donation, go ahead and visit that buymeacoffee.com/tea page. And I would much appreciate the support because I basically do this on my own time. I am a working person who has to work 40 hours a week. I don't make tons of money off of YouTube. Okay? Just full disclosure there. I enjoyed it. I hope to see you again, and take care until I do.